Good morning, beautiful souls. Welcome to another video. Today I am going to be doing a reading. I know I've been kind of doing talking videos lately. I have a few different cards that came out in my herbal astrology deck, so I'm going to go through each one based on how they feel, and hopefully a more, it's usually a themed message that comes through, but well, I'm just gonna let it flow. I didn't do too much thinking about anything. I just shuffled. I just asked, what do you want to say? And these are the cards that came out. Now, really quickly, if you'd like to book with me, you can find me on Instagram. I have pinned posts that are also orders or bookings, so you can find me there if you'd like to book with me or just connect with me and see all my pictures of Teddy and my travels and stuff. So there you go. It'll be linked down in the description. Also, don't mind the fact that I have 4 nails and 1 nail. I did Instacart yesterday, and let's just say it was a rough day, and literally all my nails popped off of one hand, and then my thumb finger broke and nail broke, and I just took it off. So I'm sorry for the imbalance here. All right, so let's get into it. The first card that was pulled was number 24. It's a tobacco card, and it says offering. Now, the first thing that I thought of when I saw this card was offering in terms of ancestors. So if you have an altar, if you kind of reverence and respect your ancestors, this might be something that you feel called to do. Now this video is meant to be in relation to 420 tomorrow, April 20th, the Jupiter and Uranus conjunction that's happening in Taurus, and it's the energy of Jupiter, which is all about expansion, and then you have the energy of Uranus, which is all about revolution, change, and then in the sign of Taurus, which is all about stability, sensuality, art. You really have to see where it is in your specific chart. For me, it's in my 11th house, so I expect to see a large growth in my community and my friendships, and just an ultimate change, which is something I've been desiring for a while, to attract more people into my tribe. But depending on where it is in your house, you may see your life influenced differently. But with this tobacco card and that sense of offering, it really feels like either an offering to ancestors or an offering to the universe. And this might seem a little strange, depending on your relationship with your higher power, your higher self, but I like to see it as just having a relationship. So I feel like this card is calling you to have a deeper relationship with the universe. Now, whether you regard the universe as God, goddess, mother, father, consciousness, whatever you regard it as, regardless of what term you put to it, it's about forming a relationship. I was telling a friend of mine a few days ago that my discussion with the universe was to bring in bookings for me, because I'm no longer satisfied with doing Instacart orders, and yesterday was really approving of that, and how rough it was for me, but also just not necessarily it being give and take, but I feel like a lot of times we tend to just expect and expect and expect from the universe, and that's not a healthy relationship dynamic, right? So really meditate and see what you can give back to the universe, whether that's through service to others or something specific that maybe the universe has been calling you to do something and you haven't been listening, and your offering to the universe is, I'm going to do this as long as you do this. And for me, that often comes through as, universe, you have told me, this is very specific to me, but universe, you brought me on a trip to Washington, and along that trip a lot of things were revealed to me, but one of the last things that was revealed for me was that a van was the sense of stability that I needed. It was something I'd been going back and forth on since I started my travels last year, and I'm seeing butterflies all week this week, and even though I felt like it was kind of impossible, it was coming up for me on that trip. And shortly after that, I entered into a van sweepstakes. And ever since I did that, I just feel like this van is mine, right? And then recently I've had kind of this new mission, I suppose, from the universe that I'm going to adopt a dog. Now, for those of you who don't know, I do have a cat named Teddy, and we're in a small space, but the idea, the belief, the sense of getting a dog was coming up for me, which is not something I'd never considered. Same thing with Teddy. I probably had the revelation to get him one day, and then like a day or two later, on Christmas Eve, I got him. So with this time, the dog that I want to get, his name is Rush, and I've already gone through the Humane Society website. I saw his picture and I'm just like, I feel like he's the one. Same thing with Teddy. And my kind of offering to the universe is I am wholeheartedly ready to embark on this journey of getting a dog, and I want that. I am ready to oblige. I'm ready to respond and obey to that. But you're gonna have to provide for me. You're gonna have to provide the money to get all the things I would need for a dog, but you're also going to have to provide me with the space to hold a dog. Universe, you know that I want to travel. You know that I want to expand my travels. You know that I want to go further and do more. And if you're going to expand this little family of mine with a dog, you're going to have to expand my space as well. So that is my communication with the universe, and I'm like, you're gonna have to provide. And specifically, I would love if you provide through bookings, because that is the aligned path of which I want to earn money. But at the same time, I detach enough because I'm like, also, universe, though, do your thing, do whatever you need to do. But as soon as I get that money in to pay for Rush's adoption fee and to, get all the things for like food and all that stuff, then I'm gonna get him. That's just the trust I have in the universe. Even if I don't get my van, I have a big crack in my windshield right now I'm not able to pay for. Even if nothing works out the way I expect it to, I'm still going to listen, because I know that I'm being given this direction for a reason. And of course, there is free will. You can choose to do it or not. But I have a set of, we've developed this rapport together, me and the universe, where I've taken jumps and leaps when the universe has told me to. And even when I had no plan, and every single time the universe has shown up for me. The universe has provided for me. The universe has brought things in for me, even when it didn't seem like the thing that I wanted or the thing that I expected. And they have all worked out perfectly, right? So I've already developed trust in the universe. And I know I have more cards, but I do just want to share this. So there was a video that came up on Instagram for me, and I really honestly can't remember the full topic of it. I think it was talking about karma, Saturn, where Saturn in your house determines the karma that others will face when they wrong you. But as I was listening to the video, what came up for me was, okay, but how is my karma being dealt? Like, what karma am I dealing with? What am I being taught? Like, for me, Saturn falls in my 11th house as well, I believe. So my house of relationships, but also hopes and dreams. And the hopes and dreams part was the one that was sticking out to me the most. So I was like, universe, what karma has been dealt for me? And actually using the same exact deck, I got the Comfrey card, which is completion. But also, the planet that Comfrey, the herb, is ruled by is Saturn. And it was just like the ultimate symbolism to me, because when I pulled the card and I saw the Saturn sign, and I was like, universe, are you telling me that my karma has been completed concerning relationships, concerning, even long-standing hopes and dreams? And it really felt like, yes, like it's been completed. And in terms of degrees and stuff, Saturn falls literally on like the 29th degree of my 11th house. So that is like the end of a cycle. But also just, it really forced me to kind of look back at the relationships that have come and gone in my life, and how I've kind of gone through certain relationships. And over the past few months, especially with Mercury retrograde in this month, I've been really thinking about relationships where maybe someone loved me genuinely and I wasn't able to return it in the way they wanted me to, because at the time I didn't love myself in the way that I love myself now. And thinking back and being like, I really wish I had met that person when I was healed, when I wasn't going through trauma, when I wasn't broken at home and trying to pretend like I was putting all the pieces together outside, you know. And even a most recent friendship that only lasted a few months for me, and just realizing like the give and take there, how where it benefited me, when it hurt me, and then, you know, why I wasn't so moved to try to fix it when it ended. And just all these little things that are like, it's like the universe has just been kind of showing me how relationships flow into my life. And then I have a new friendship that has really gone off with a bang, and you know, it's amazing. And part of me is like, I really never want to lose this person, right? But also just recognizing that things change. Even my sense of like hopes and dreams, long-term goals, I have come to a place of contentment in the present moment where I don't plan so much anymore. I never really fully planned, but I would always try to be like, okay, by this age, I want to have this. By this age, I want to have this. And now I'm no longer in that space of long-termness. Maybe later on in life I will be, but right now I'm just all about enjoying the present moment. I don't get wrapped up in the fear, the anxiety of things I can't control. Like, it's like these are some of the lessons that the universe has taught me over the past few months, and all these things have been coming up for me. So then to see that completion card was just like, it's done, it's finished. And it feels like now I can usher in friendships that actually last. You know, I used to move around a lot. I was really isolated from the outside world, by my family, in terms of like, I had a lot of restrictions on where I could go, and I couldn't hang out with friends. I couldn't go out to work or to school. I had to I had to go there and then straight back. So there was a lot of restriction on relationships that otherwise I feel like I could have formed. And now I'm in a place where I'm kind of alone by choice, but I don't really have like long-term friendships. I have people that I reach out to every now and then, but I don't have people that I've known since childhood or anything. And it really feels like this phase of my life is entering into a place where I can actually meet lifelong friends, where I can actually meet people that, you know, I can know for years, and we can benefit each other, you know? So it feels like we're finally in that phase of community where I can grow with people and expand. I always have like just a few friends at a time, and I don't know, it just feels like that all of those aspects of the 11th house are about to expand for me. So definitely take a look at where the Taurus is in your house. If you'd like me to take a quick look on your birth chart for free, I don't mind. You can just DM me on Instagram. But okay, so we have tobacco offering. Take it as it resonates for you, whatever feels right with that energy. And then we have calendula, purity. This card is very much sun energy, as it shows here. It's ruled by the sun, and it's all about like that inner child, the nurturing. I do have the nurture card here, lemon balm. The nurturing of your inner child, the nurturing of just that innocence, and finding that within your life. It could also be like a renewal energy, like kind of a restarting energy. So starting all over again, new beginnings. You may make the decision, whatever day, whatever time you're watching this, that something new has to start in your life, something new has to change, and you're deciding right now in this moment to that right now is the time, right? So whatever that is for you, whether there's something you're clearing out of your life and you're restarting with an energy of purity, maybe you're overcoming addictions and you're starting over again, maybe you're restarting family, maybe you're reparenting yourself, maybe you are nurturing your inner child in a new way. This is all energy that is going into this 420, but also just, again, take it as it resonates for you. The next card is Lemon Balm. So it is nurture. And this card also has a lot of bees on it. I've been seeing a lot of bees, but nurturing. And it could be whatever it is for you, nurturing inwardly, nurturing outwardly, nurturing your friends, your family, yourself, nurturing your children more, whatever it might be. There's something in your life that needs to be nurtured. For some of you, it's your hobbies that need to be nurtured. So maybe you haven't been artistic or creative in a while. Maybe there's something that you started creating that you kind of cast off, and it's like, now is the time to bring it back up again. Now is the time to restart it, and put that energy towards it again. So take that as that resonates. We also have Cordyceps, revival. Like I was saying about that energy of like restarting, renewal, revival. It's not a phoenix, but it's an eagle that's rising up from the volcano. Above, well, it's not really a volcano, but it has volcanic energy, revival. So there is something in your life that needs to rise again. Perhaps it's you. Maybe you're rising from a difficult situation, or you're rising above maybe a conflict that happened, or something in your life that was really the lowest point for you that you're rising up from. And then we have Echinacea, the Destiny card. It gives me World card energy, the full circle. Echinacea, destiny. Some of you are finally embracing your destiny. Maybe you've been running away from something for a long time, and now you're finally embracing it. It could be something where maybe the lifestyle that you want to live is very different from what you've been brought up on, or what's considered acceptable in maybe your family or your circle group or your career group, and you are now rising above that to do something different, to do something that feels more aligned for you. And it's scary because it might mean the breaking off of some things, some people in your life, or a setting of boundaries in a new way because of this new lifestyle. And the message I have for that, just really quickly, is that don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of the consequences of it, because as long as you decide to live in your truth and step out in your truth, you will be guided and protected along that journey. And for some of you, it may feel uncomfortable because it will be like, again, certain people in your life that you might really love or trust might turn on you, or might, step kind of like you need to step away from them, and that might feel really isolating and really, discomforting for you. But don't be discouraged. Like, basically, the universe is going to replace the people in your life. They're going to replace those people with people that will support you, that will uplift you, that will support your new life or your new choices. So that is for someone, possibly someone very specific, but don't be discouraged from aligning with your truth. All right, so the next set of cards I'm going to shuffle is my numerology deck. Okay, this one, okay. So we have number 8, manifestation. If you're watching this in 2024, 2024 is the 8 years, so you may be feel that energy that you need to manifest a lot of things in your life. Also, you may be watching it in August or on the 8th day of something. Like, there's just an energy of manifestation. And with the manifestation card, recognize that you are the magician. According to human design and numerology, there are a lot of different aspects of, there are people who are generators, there are people who are manifestors, or people who are manifesting generators. And so you may have those terms and you're like, well, no, I'm not a manifestor. You are a manifestor just by nature. You create your reality. The things that you choose to tell yourself, things that you choose to focus on, they create your reality. And you may be watching this in a wounded time where that feels like an attack, but it's not. Hopefully you can grow into this energy of realizing that your thoughts, your words, your emotions over each and every situation in your life has power. And sometimes it's like we react so easily, and what the universe wants to bring you into is in a place where you can be calm, where you can be neutral, because every single thing that happens in our life is neutral energy. It is only positive or negative if we choose to tell ourselves that it is, right? I made a video about this on Instagram, about how when my windshield cracked, I just chose to be really neutral about it, and I chose not to be super negative, and a really tiny amount of money ended up being available in my account a little bit later when I got gas, and it was like $6, but I celebrated that and I thank the universe for that. And this might be something that you want to come into practice with, in terms of just having gratitude for the smallest things. Because when you can have gratitude for the smallest things, you can have gratitude for the much bigger things, and it just comes naturally. A lot of pink energy, and it's 8s again. We have 88, abundance. So you might be seeing 8s in your life. You might be seeing like triple 8s. You might be just resonating with the energy of 8, that infinite energy, manifestation and abundance. And again, in alignment with the energy of tomorrow, the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, just like really taking in all that energy. Manifest. Tomorrow is actually said to be the best day to manifest, to really use that vortex portal energy to bring things into your life. So, focus on where you want to see abundance in your life, but also focus on where you already have abundance, even if it may not feel like a lot. Something I can be abundantly grateful for. Thank you, universe, for the gas that I have in my car, even though it's almost empty. Thank you, universe, for the $15 I have in my account that I can use to get gas, or I can use to get food. Thank you, universe, for Teddy in my life that I can give all my hugs and my kisses to. Thank you, universe, for friends in my life that check up on me and care about me, and I can do the same for them. Thank you, universe, for, the breakfast I was able to have this morning and the chai tea that I was able to get. Whatever it may be, look at where it already is in your life, and then embrace that more is coming in. All right, we have 55, adventure. So embracing the sense of adventure. Some of you may be taking a trip. Some of you may be going in new ventures of like doing things that you're not used to doing, or that you've never done before, and that's where the adventure comes in, right? Really embrace all those energies, manifest it into your life. Sometimes I think we think that manifestation has to be this grand separate energy, or this grand event that happens, at a certain time. I found that the things that I've manifested have come from me saying yes to the universe and just doing it, and then expecting that the universe will meet me as I go. That's not for everyone, but again, that trust that I have in the universe has really come from me getting an instruction, saying yes to it, and then it's like, okay, universe, as long as you can give me at least something to start with, and then I'll go. And then the universe just keeps meeting me. So we have number 32, music. So some of you might be in music and might be about to, I'm sorry, I just saw someone park really badly. You may be in music and your music is about to expand, your music is about to explode, you may be in this space where you might also have to listen to music that's about manifestation, frequency, like the kind of music that puts you in that energy of bringing things into your life, attracting things into your life. So I have been listening to some manifestation mantras type of music. I've also just listened to certain songs that just have it. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm getting distracted. You might also be called to create your own music, whatever the music card means for you. But I think that's all we're gonna do with the music card, the numerology cards for now. And then lastly, let's just pull some tarot cards to clarify. I just love this. Okay. You guys see that? That was like, whoop. Okay. So we have the Ace of Swords. That clarity of mind. And we have the Chariots. So these two things, these two cards, give me this energy of steadfastness, of making up your mind and going after it, quite literally, like thought and action. So again, some of you might be receiving downloads, might be receiving instructions for things to do or people to talk to or whatever it is in your life. And maybe you've been holding back on actually going after it or following it or listening or obeying it. But this is really this energy of just go after it. And the Chariot card is also this energy of victory, right? This energy of victory, this energy of conquering. So just having the confidence and the belief that as you're going forward, nothing can harm you, nothing can come against you, nothing can, separate you from your destiny. It also is aligning with that eagle energy, right? That fierceness, that power. I actually saw a eagle when I was in Washington. It was so cool. But just that power, that determination. A lot of you just need to just do the thing. Take up that energy of confidence and just go after it. Just do it. Just trust and then jump. Again, it really depends on what it is in your life, but don't underestimate yourself. Don't underestimate your ability and your powers. Okay. So, the number of cards that popped out. I am going to be reading all of these in the upright. Normally I don't do that, but I just really want to use this as an encouraging reading. So, we have the World card. That kind of energy of receiving everything, coming to the end of your journey and having that fulfillment, having kind of everything that you've been wanting and expecting coming to you, right? That fulfillment energy that I was saying that matches the Echinacea card a little bit. Destiny, right? You've come to the end of a long journey and it's just I understand. It makes sense. This is it. That sense of achievement. We have the Wheel of Fortune as well in the upright. Again, the energy of destiny, but also with the Wheel of Fortune, just recognizing that you do have power over the way that it turns, right? So recognizing that, you're kind of on top of the world, but your choices, the things that you decide to do, the things that you decide to bring in or attract or manifest, that you have power over what it does in your life. You choose the direction that you're going into, and whatever consequences, whatever things arrive, it's because of you, and it's because of your alignment with the universe, right? So expect those positive things, those blessings to be coming into your life. And even though it may not feel like a blessing, like I was saying, people might be cut out of your life, or opportunities might be disappearing, or you might be getting fired, or something that feels super negative might happen. And then on the flip side of that, as that wheel turns and as cycles are completed and as different chapters are coming through, at the end of it, you're kind of like, you know what, that wasn't so bad. Or you know what, at the end of this, there was something super positive. All right, just 2 more cards. We have the Page of Wands, right? That whimsical energy of just going after it, just doing it. The learning energy, right? That desire to just try something new and just trust that it's going to work out, but also just having the determination to keep going even if it's hard. And then the last energy is the Page of Pentacles. So some of you might have a new opportunity coming into your life that is going to benefit you financially. Some of you might be creating businesses, or just whatever you're doing or going after is bringing in a new level of abundance. It doesn't necessarily mean financial, but you might see a new level of stability in your life coming in as well. So all of these things, all of these energies are meant to come to you in this 420 energy. So definitely embrace that energy of expansion, again, regardless of what is happening in your life, no matter how negative or however it may feel. Just choose today, like I was saying with the New Beginnings card, choose now to let something new start in your life. Choose now to change a story that you're telling yourself. Choose now to be determined and focused in a whole new way. You know what I'm saying? So once again, if you'd like to connect with me, book with me, chat with me, whatever, you can find me on Instagram. I will have everything linked down below, and I will see you guys in the next reading.